Fourscore and 7 years ago, our fathers set forth on this continent a new nation conceived in liberty and dedicated to the proposition all men are created equal. Now we are met on a battlefield of this great war, testing whether this nation or any nation so conceived and so dedicated shall long endure, can long endure. We are met on a great battlefield of that war, Fort Stevens. We have come to dedicate a portion of that field as a final resting place for those who here gave their lives that that nation might live. It is altogether fitting and proper that we should do this. But in a larger sense, we cannot dedicate, we cannot consecrate, we cannot hallow this ground. The brave men, living and dead, who struggled here have consecrated far above our power to add or detract. The world will little note nor long remember what we say here, but it can never forget what they did here. It is us, for the living rather, to be dedicated here to the unfinished work which they who fought here have thus so far nobly advanced. It is rather for us to be here dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from these honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause which they gave their last full measure devotion, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, that we here highly resolve that these dead shall not have died in vain, and that this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom. He was all about the future, and that government of the people, by the people, for the people shall not perish from the earth. November 19th, 1863.